So with that being said, we're going to go into a track. We are going to go into a track by a new artist, Jnuff. He is out of Orlando, Florida, and this track is called She's a Keeper. And you can check him out on Twitter at Prince_Jnuff. The track, once again, is called She's a Keeper. Just remember where you heard it first, the Psych Word Radio Show, the home for breaking the best indie artists around the world. You heard it here first, guys. Psych Word.
Jnuff, the Haitian one.
That bitch a keeper. She's bad like Aaliyah. She's a little hustler, but she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. That bitch a keeper. She's bad like Alicia. She's a little hustler, but she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. She's not afraid to ride for her thing. She hold them down, just like her sisters. If she went down, she'll pull the trigger. Get back so loyal. She'll up for no niggas. She don't talk with no niggas unless it's about payroll. And she do what I say so. And she fuck up and I say so. And she fuck up and I say so. So babe, let's go fuck up on the table. She be on drugs, I be on drinks. I'm sipping on hand, she blowing on dank. My drink smell good, what she blowing on stank. I'm all in her paint, it's about my time to get brain. The feeling we feeling the same. The feeling we feeling the same. This bitch that keeper. She's bad like Aaliyah. She's a little hustler, but she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. This bitch a keeper. She's bad like Alicia. She's a little hustler, but she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. But she's there when I need her. And she's there when I need her. She's so good on my Jesus. I'm a general like Caesar. I give her hits like Aretha. She screaming church like it's Easter. I got that broad and they feed her. Cream on her face, she love facials. We do not cuddle, she cradle. Rock till she get to the waivers. Oh man, she loving the waivers. My phone, that thing feels amazing. Lips so connected like cable. Lips so connected like cable. How can I move on my neighbor? She frozen in the sub-zero. I'm about to give her a caseload. I'm about to give her a caseload, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Come on for me, baby. Jnuff.
Jnuff, the Haitian one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning back in the Psych Word Radio Show. You are now on the couch with Rob Gerard, and that was Jnuff. And on the line right now from Orlando, Florida, we have Jnuff. Jnuff, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Man, doing pretty well, man. You know, just came from work, had a long day. You know how it is.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Grinding, man. Always grinding. And you know what? That's part of the struggle of being an indie artist, isn't it, man? It's like, you know, it's like working two full-time jobs.
Man, it really is like that, man. Because the funny thing is, I got a full-time job and I got a part-time job, you know. So it's grinding 24/7, 7 days a week, man. You know, it can't be stopped.
But you know what, though, man? One thing that is really good, man, is that you are doing it the legal way. You're out there and you're working and you're putting in your work and you know, you're getting that paycheck every week and you know, you're going to try to get that income tax return and you know, you're doing it the right way, man. You know, you can put your head down on the pillow at night and know that, you know what, you put in the honest day's work.
Most definitely, man. You know, that's what I represent too, man. The positivity, you know, just working and getting your money up, you know. And it's always better when you earn it, you know what I mean? Nothing was given, you know what I mean? I got to go and get everything out here by my lonesome. You know how it is.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, Jnuff, what can you tell us about that track called She's a Keeper? Because, I mean, you know, the title definitely speaks for itself, but I'm kind of curious as to what the backstory is regarding that track.
You know, on that track, it's really about, you know what I mean, just like that ride or die chick, you know what I mean, that's going to really ride for you, do everything for you and hold you down. You know what I'm saying? She's the keeper, you know what I mean? Like, she's the one, you know what I mean?
Now, do you have...
Everybody, you know, I feel like everyone needs, you know, that little chick that's on their side, you know what I mean, that's willing to ride for them every day.
Absolutely. Now, do you have that one female in your life right now, or are you still trying to find her?
See, right now, man, I'm really still trying to find her. The kid's single right now, man. I'm trying to look for that keeper, you know what I mean?
He said the kid's single. He's just throwing it out there.
yeah, you know, real single, man, you know.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. Now, tell me, what are you working on right now? Now, tell me about previous projects you've worked on, and tell me about what you have coming up in the future.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I just released my second mixtape. You know what I'm saying? About like 2 weeks ago. You know, everybody's showing love on that. You know what I mean? Underrated, not debated. You know what I mean? The She's a Keeper track, you know what I mean? I just threw you out there, you know, it's a world premiere, you feel me? Nobody else heard it yet, you know what I mean? I had to get that to you first.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Man, and that's appreciated.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man, you know. But for the future, I got like a few videos that's about to drop, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to drop a few more singles. And, you know, for the fans, you know, I feel like they deserve it. The fans been waiting for a while, asking for something new. So, you know, video thing, I'm about to release another one. I just released one about like a week ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to flood the streets.
Beautiful, man. That's a beautiful thing. Tell me, what is the scene? What is the music scene like down there in Orlando? Because, you know, I mean, people hear Orlando, and, you know, I think they think, you know, vacation, a good place to bring the family, you know, all the amusement parks and Disney and stuff like that. So what's the music scene like down there?
Man, hey, man, I'm going to tell you like this, man. We got a lot of good artists down here that's really putting in work, you know what I mean? Like, Orlando haven't really had an artist who really, like, you know what I mean, got mainstream, but, hey, we got a lot of underground artists who really doing their thing, grinding, you know what I mean? We got the young boy out here by the name of Whoop, man. He really putting in work, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to research him, you know what I mean? He ain't, I mean, I wouldn't say he really local, you know what I mean? But he just ain't mainstream yet. But, yeah, man, we got a lot of things going on. I feel like Orlando about to have his time, you know what I mean?
Beautiful, man, beautiful. Well, who in the mainstream hip-hop do you look at and then you say, you know what, I could really appreciate their grind. I really like how they're doing things, and, you know, I would like to emulate their movement?
Oh, most definitely. Man, I'm really rocking with the boy Wale. You feel me? That's my all-time favorite rapper right there, man. I really just appreciate his grind. You know what I mean? I feel like we have, like, similar backgrounds. You know what I mean? When I'm watching his story, I'm just like, damn, you know, I feel that, you know. I came up like that as well. You know what I mean? Another artist that I really appreciate, though, man, A-Thug, man. You know what I mean? I really like their grind, just what they represent. You know, the whole positive movement. You know what I mean? You know, I just feel like I can relate to them.
Absolutely, and both those artists that you mentioned, you know, they're good quality music, but at the same time, like you said, you know, they come, you know, they're not always negative. They're not always rapping about that typical, you know, hip hop stuff that you think they'd be rapping about, that you know, drug, sex, and rock and roll stuff.
Exactly. See, I like the music to have like a substance to it. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff that you hear now, you know, I mean, it's cool and all because I listen to some of that stuff too. But, you know, sometimes I just want, like, a story, you feel me? Like, I don't just want to hear about partying, popping pills, and all of that. I want to hear something that's real, you know, like lyrical, you know? Something crazy that's telling a story that's just not about, you know, BS, you know what I mean?
All right, so now that you talk about the kind of styles that you like, how would you describe your style to maybe someone that hasn't heard your song yet? They haven't heard She's a Keeper. You know, what kind of genre would you put yourself in, and how would you describe your style?
And I put myself in like more of a hip hop feel, But I switch it up too. You feel me? You might get that real hardcore rap where I go on a song with no hook. You feel me? And then you'll get the other times where I might put a hook on on the track and get real hip hop on it, or I might even go pop. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm very versatile and I can switch it up. So I don't really want to put myself in just like a caliber. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm versatile.
Absolutely. Now, who are some of the guys that you're working with that maybe you want to give a quick shout out to before we let you go?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I want to give a shout out to my boy CJ, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to put him on my mixtape. You know what I mean? Only rapper I put on my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot to him. You know what I mean? I want to shout out my boy Don. You know what I mean? Shout out my boys 98 KB. You know what I'm saying? They're really making some moves out here. They on tour right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to them boys. And man, just shout out to everybody, man. You know, if I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. But shout out to all my homies, you know what I'm saying? One, the illest, my boy Randy, you know what I mean? Everybody, man, my whole team, my whole family, you feel me?
And how important is that for you to surround yourself with family and people that really have your best interest and support you?
Oh, man, that's number one. You know what I mean? That's number one. I already know if I ever need them, you know what I mean, they're gonna be there. If I need some promotion, they're gonna be there. You know what I mean? If I ever get into some trouble, they're gonna be there. You know, I don't have people in my ear telling me to do nothing negative. It's all positive energy around me. And I feel like that even, helps you make even better music. You feel me? When you got all the negative things around you, man, that could you know what I mean, like mess up your focus. When I got all that positive around me, it's all love, you know what I mean? The music sound better. Everything starts feeling better, you know?
Absolutely. And just in that same way, in that same breath, I'm sure that you're there for those people too, just to, someone that's loyal, someone that's going to hold them down.
Oh, most definitely. That's 100%. You know what I mean? It's all about loyalty with me.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, if any of our listeners want to reach out to you on social media, how can they reach out to Jnuff?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. You can get me on Twitter /Instagram at Prince_Jnuff, real easy. You can get at me on Facebook, Jnuff Make Believers. You know what I'm saying? You can reach me on SoundCloud. Just search Jnuff and I'll pull up. It's nothing. Google me, Jnuff, and you'll see me. I try to be on every social media, every site that you can see. Man, I feel like this, though, man. If I'm not on the site, man, just reach out to me on Twitter. Tell me why I ain't on it, and I'm going to get on it. You feel me?
Absolutely. Well, Jnuff, thank you very much for coming on Psych Word Radio Show, man. I hope you're enjoying the weather and everything down in Orlando, Florida, man, and we look forward to hearing more music from you.
Most definitely, man. I really appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. All right, and that was Jnuff out of Orlando, Florida. Definitely big shout out to him. And check out his track, She's a Keeper. And don't forget to check him out on Twitter and all that good stuff. I'm digging his energy, man. I'm digging the energy. You could feel the energy through the interview. You could feel the energy. And when you have someone that is bringing that kind of natural, raw energy, that will always translate into their music. So definitely big shout out to Jnuff and his whole movement that they have going on. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into a quick commercial. And when we come back, we're going to wrap up this list, guys. All right. Talking about